Adios, amigo. Listen, stranger. Didn't you get the idea? We don't like to see bad boys like you in town.
Crazy, hey, everybody! It's a crazy world we live in. It's a crazy world.
Hey, Joe, you said it wrong.
It's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world.
Oh, you want me to be real? Can I be real? All right, I'll be real with you, my guy.
The parents are taking the wheel. I have an 8-year-old daughter who is absolutely dynamic, who can do anything. Athletically, intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally, she is a dynamo. And I don't want a man swimming against her in the pool. The fact is, I don't want her playing against boys in soccer. I don't even let my sons rough her up. Do you think I'm going to let your son rough her up?
Now, does anybody in this room know how to twerk? This all in. And then you just move your bum up and down like that, and that's twerking.
No way. Okay.
Oh wow, sir. Listen, okay, and that clip right there just fucked up my whole argument. That clip right there fucked up my whole argument. No, you're gonna have to give me a minute. You're gonna have to give me a minute. You're gonna have to give me a minute because I was like, I don't really care if people dress up and shit and people are in drag and are just reading stories and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't care about that. That's not what I care for. Because it's not necessarily inherently sexual. And you talk about twerking and for the kids, and I'm like, shit, fuck. Okay, but yeah, preach. What's your problem with? What's your problem? That's not where it's supposed to be. But what is your problem with people? It's just like, nah, B. There's ages for that. There's certain things that you don't want your kids to be exposed at a certain age. And the twerking part is not. No. What is you doing?
I'm gonna say something about my son. I don't give a fuck that.
I am a cat. Meow, meow. I'm not a woman dressed as a cat. I am a cat. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe and confess that I'm a cat? Great. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe that your child or a child from this school would believe that I'm actually a cat?
In Egypt, people are identified by the religion first, not the race. I became a US citizen in 1985. I was told by the Immigration and Naturalization that I am white. And I told them that I'm black, and they said, no, in this country, you are white. And I'm racially black and ethnically Egyptian. I was harassed by my employer right after that. I work for a white school district. The superintendent is white. All the associate superintendents are white, even though that we provide services to 30% black population. He said, you have nothing to do with these people. You have a history and a culture. These people came from the jungle. You have nothing to do with them. These people lie and steal. When I see one of them in my neighborhood, I call the police.
Michael, do you know what the leading cause of death for pregnant people is?
Pregnant people?
Mm-hmm.
Mothers? Women?
If you'd like to call them mothers, not all of them are mothers, but if you'd like to call them that.
What are they if they're not mothers?
They're pregnant people.
What people other than mothers are pregnant?
Does it bother you to use inclusive language?
Well,
it's just interesting.
I prefer to use precise language.
It's interesting because you come into this conversation, trying to hold this moral superiority, but then I
try to be moral when I can.
Right, but when I use inclusive language, which it only takes a couple extra syllables to use inclusive language,
to include
and it seems to include people who don't, identify as women but can become pregnant.
So, like a person who's born a woman and then identifies as a man and is pregnant.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that in order to be a moral person, I need to accept the idea that a man, someone who is born a man and looks like a man, can really become a woman.
People who identify as trans exist. People who make the claim that they are a sex other than what they were born at birth exist. Those people exist. However, the claims they are making about reality are false. That's what we're saying. We're denying their claims, not their physical existence, you moron.
Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning.
Didn't you get the idea? We don't like to see bad boys like you in town.